G'day guys, just give you a quick little walkthrough on our Pro RV Family Falcon. So it's a 21'6" family van with 3 bunks, a separate toilet and shower, queen size bed. This one's been set up for sort of semi-off-road use, so fairly stock standard rock and roll suspension, but it does have a 3-inch lift, slightly bigger rims and tyres. Just going to allow you to sort of go to your station, so your Ningaloo station, potentially even Gibber Road if you're travelling very slowly and lightly. All those sort of areas that you want to go to with lots of gravel and corrugated roads. This will actually work okay for, but you've got to drive to the conditions. So this one's been made with aluminium frame. So aluminium frame is not standard on caravans. It's not even standard on this particular brand. It's something that we optioned with it. So this is a riveted aluminium frame as opposed to a welded aluminium frame. Aluminium frame is very light as well. The tear weight of this van is only about 2,250 kilos, so it's very light for a 21'6" caravan, which also means you've got quite a decent payload. I think this one's got nearly 900 kilos of payload, which is quite an amount for a family van. When you're travelling with kids though, you'll appreciate that you need that sort of space. Coming inside, so you see there's generous amount of room around the bedroom area. You don't have to squeeze too hard to get past it. You've got decent wardrobe room both sides as well, and yes, it's been fitted with shelves too. The reason we've optioned this with shelves is during our travels we find that we don't really hang a lot of stuff. We prefer to fold. I just find you get more use of space, and plus I virtually don't wear anything other than shorts and t-shirts when I'm away. Hatch over the bed as well, literally see out into the stars. It's got a decent sized lounge area as well. It's pretty handy. I mean, we're making kids breakfast here. I've got 3 kids and they're all sitting down here as well. This particular one's been fitted with the Nova Mappa table leg. So basically in, out, swivels around, makes it a lot easier as well. As the kids get older too, they might want to take a friend along. You can actually get this one to go down into another bed too. Or slide right out of the way so you've got extra room. Also doubles for cooking area too, so when you're running out of bench and you're making something amazing, you might need a bit of extra bench space. We've gone the recessed stovetop as well. Again, just trying to maximise the bench space out of anything. So it's a big van, but there's also a lot in here, so you need to use every inch of it as wisely as possible. Drawers, super handy as well. Pot drawers too. I find that drawers is probably a little bit easier to stack some stuff off-road than what the cupboards are. Big cupboards like this are great, but we find as things get squashed down a lot. You've got lots of overhead cupboards as well, especially with this table being easy to move out of the way. It means you can actually get to these overheads too. Everything's been fitted with gas struts and piano hinges too. So again, if you're doing off-road or corrugated work, they do tend to stay fairly level. About the cupboard doors coming out of adjustments. Into the bedroom bathroom area. So you've got 3 bunks. They've been fairly well spaced, so they're not too squishy, any of them. And they've got a handy sort of built-in ladder as well. It does make it just a lot easier for the kids to get in. You've got a washing machine on the slide out too. We've only recently started actually using washing machines in caravans. Typically we've not really bothered just washing the caravan part, but what we found is, yeah, you can't do a very big load of them at all, but when you're sitting around just drinking beer in your campsite, it's so easy just to do a small load every day. So instead of just piling it up for the caravan park, we literally do a little bit each day and just hang it out underneath the awning. It actually worked out a lot better than we thought it would. There's actually quite a bit of room still for kids' clothes too, and drawers as well. Because obviously we need to compress it up as much as possible. The last trip we basically rolled everything and sort of kept it packed super tight. We were beach camping for 12 odd days, and basically we didn't really have any facilities to wash, mostly because we didn't have enough water to use the washing machine, so we had to carry enough clothes for the whole time basically. So when I say bedroom bathroom area, I've basically combined them as one in this one. So normally in most conventional caravans, this will be a wall here and you have a door into your bathroom area, which is also fine. But what we found was when you're sort of bending over to get the kids into bed, or they're being a nightmare, or even you're trying to make the beds, is your rear end tends to hit the wall basically. You feel confined and you don't have enough space, especially when you're trying to get in and kiss them goodnight or whatever you've got to do. It's very tight. So opening up the bathroom, basically done a concertina door here. And what we found is using a concertina door, it opens it right up. When you're showering, actually using the bathroom, we basically shut off this area here, and then you've got this whole area to get dressed and changed. It basically means you've got a double-sized bathroom, and so you're not cramped in the bedroom area and you're not cramped in the bathroom area. Yet you haven't actually taken up any more space. Same with the shower. In this one, it's quite a good size too. A smaller shower is fine if you're not huge, but also sometimes you're going to have 2 or 3 bloody children there at the same time if you're trying to save water. We found if we're the people with a shower in the camp, then often half a dozen kids will be in here showering. So In the bathroom area as well, you've still got decent overheads, still got a decent sized mirror, and you've still got your little window there too. We found that you utilise the overheads a lot more in the bathroom, just because all your small bits and pieces that go in there don't tend to move as much for off-road travel. So yeah, our last trip was definitely a lot more off-road focused, so we just find lots of little handy things that we've discovered that have made a big difference. Also, I've seen the kitchen area as well, especially all your drawers and all your bits and pieces. It's ideal to line your cupboards with non-slip matting. Otherwise, what we found is things vibrate, turn, and move around, and basically mark up the insides of your drawers. And same with your sink too. If you're going to leave anything in it for travelling, especially a big pot or a pan that doesn't fit somewhere else, make sure you put a tea towel or something underneath it. And otherwise, you chafe up your sinks pretty quickly. It doesn't take a lot to mark them, and once the mark's there, it's not coming out. So.